Imagine you're an alien scout floating in the cold vacuum of space, studying a small blue marble orbiting an unremarkable yellow star. At first glance, Earth appears serene, almost welcoming. But as you drift closer, peering through the thin veil of atmosphere that separates life from the infinite darkness, you begin to witness something that chills your alien consciousness to its core. This isn't just a planet teeming with life. This is a world where life has been forged in the crucible of violence, shaped by extinction events so catastrophic they've reset the evolutionary clock not once, but 5 times in its history. You're looking at a predator planet, where survival isn't just the game, it's the only rule that matters. Every single day on this planet is like a cosmic survival Olympics where the stakes are literally life and death. Consider the African savanna, where a gazelle must outrun a cheetah traveling at 70 miles per hour, while simultaneously avoiding the coordinated pack hunting strategies of wild dogs and the ambush tactics of leopards hiding in trees. Or venture into the ocean depths, where a single drop of blood in the water can summon apex predators from miles away. Their senses so finely tuned, they can detect electrical fields from a fish's heartbeat. This isn't just competition, this is warfare at a cellular level, where every organism has evolved weapons, armor, camouflage, or strategies so sophisticated they would make military strategists weep with envy. But here's where the story takes a truly terrifying turn for our hypothetical alien observer. Among all these perfectly evolved killing machines, one species has emerged that doesn't just survive, it dominates everything: humans. We didn't evolve the sharpest teeth, the fastest speed, or the strongest muscles. Instead, we developed something far more dangerous: the ability to turn our entire environment into a weapon. We are persistent hunters, capable of tracking prey across hundreds of miles, running our quarry to exhaustion over days or even weeks. Our ancestors would literally chase massive woolly mammoths until these giants collapsed from sheer fatigue. But that was just the beginning. We learned to craft tools that extended our reach, amplified our strength, and multiplied our lethality. A simple stick became a spear, a sharp rock became an axe, and with each innovation, we climbed higher up the food chain until there was nowhere left to climb. Fast forward to modern times, and humans have become something that would seem impossible to any alien civilization studying evolutionary patterns. We have become a species capable of destroying our own planet, not by accident, but by design. We split atoms to create weapons that can vaporize entire cities in seconds. We've engineered biological weapons that could theoretically eliminate all life on Earth. We've created artificial intelligence that might one day surpass our own cognitive abilities. But perhaps most unsettling of all, we've done something no other known species has ever accomplished. We've transcended our own biology. We replaced our failing organs with mechanical ones. We've augmented our senses with technology. We've extended our lifespans far beyond what natural selection intended. We're actively working to merge with artificial intelligence and eventually upload our consciousness to digital formats. To an alien observer, humans wouldn't just appear dangerous. We'd appear to be evolving at an impossible speed, using tools instead of genetics. So what would truly terrify an advanced alien civilization about humanity? It wouldn't be our current weapons or technology. any species capable of interstellar travel would likely possess far superior firepower. No, what would keep alien leaders awake at night would be our unpredictability, our adaptability, and our absolutely ruthless determination to survive at any cost. Humans are the only known species that actively seeks out danger for entertainment. We climb mountains that kill us, dive to ocean depths that crush us, and hurl ourselves out of aircraft for fun. We voluntarily subject ourselves to horror movies, extreme sports, and psychological challenges that most species would consider torture. This suggests a psychological resilience that borders on insanity. We don't just adapt to hostile environments, we actively seek them out and conquer them. But perhaps most terrifying of all would be humanity's relentless expansion instinct. We are the only species that has ever looked up at the night sky and decided we needed to go there. Not just to visit, to colonize, to spread, to make the entire universe our habitat. We've already placed flags on the moon, sent rovers to Mars, and launched probes beyond our solar system. We're actively planning to terraform entire planets, turning hostile worlds into gardens suitable for human life. To an alien civilization, this wouldn't look like scientific curiosity. It would look like the advanced scouting of an invasive species with unlimited ambition. We don't just want to survive on our home planet. We want to transform every world we touch into a version of Earth, spreading human influence across the galaxy like a biological virus that converts everything it encounters. Intellectually confident. If advanced aliens were observing humanity today, they would face an unprecedented dilemma. Do they make contact with a species that shows such incredible potential for both creation and destruction? Their safest strategy might be to maintain absolute secrecy while carefully monitoring our development. They would study our military capabilities, our technological progression, and most importantly, our behavioral patterns under stress. They might conclude that humans are too dangerous to contact directly, but too interesting to ignore completely. Some alien strategists might advocate for subtle intervention, perhaps slowing our technological development or steering us away from certain discoveries. Others might argue for immediate contact while we're still contained to one planet before we develop the capability to spread across the galaxy. But there's a third possibility that would terrify any alien civilization, that we might not be as primitive as we appear, and that our rapid advancement is itself a sign that we're already aware of their presence. The most logical alien response might be to simply wait and watch. Let humanity reveal its true nature through its actions. Will we destroy ourselves through warfare, environmental collapse, or technological hubris? Will we transcend our biological limitations and become something entirely new? Or will we find a way to balance our destructive tendencies with our incredible creativity? From an alien perspective, humans represent the ultimate wild card in the cosmic equation. We're capable of acts of breathtaking beauty and horrific destruction, sometimes within the same day, sometimes by the same individual. We create art that moves us to tears and weapons that vaporize cities. We compose symphonies that celebrate life and engineer viruses that could end it. We're simultaneously the most hopeful and terrifying species any alien civilization has likely encountered. And that's exactly why they might fear us, not because of what we are now, but because of what we might become.
So, would aliens fear humans? The answer isn't simple, because fear isn't just about power, it's about unpredictability. An advanced alien civilization might possess technology that could eliminate humanity in seconds, but they would also recognize that we represent something unprecedented in the cosmic story, a species that evolves not through genetic mutation, but through conscious design and technological integration. We are simultaneously our own greatest threat and our own salvation. We could destroy ourselves tomorrow, or we could become something that transcends biological life entirely within the next century. That uncertainty, that wild potential for both catastrophic failure and transcendent success would make us the most fascinating and frightening species any alien civilization has ever encountered. They wouldn't fear our weapons or our current capabilities. They would fear our potential, the terrifying, beautiful, unknowable potential of a species that refuses to accept any limitations, even the limitations of its own biology. In the end, aliens wouldn't just fear humans, they would fear the future we might create and the universe we might reshape in our own impossible image.